business today. I ain't even a Niner fan, but I want y'all to take care of business today, man.
Bang, bang. Alright, thank you so much for tuning in. You are watching Talking Sports and More with Maurice. And damn it, I'm Maurice. And today, this is one of my special segments I got brewing, Fan Zone. And in the building, I got one of my day ones. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Pimpin'.
It's your boy Don P repping that Cowboys Nation, you know. Let's get it.
And you guys are off to a hot start. Defense overcame some injuries with Dakota Prescott falling off. Cooper Rush came in there, held down the fort for you guys. Moving forward, the second half of the season, how do you think the season's going to go? What's going to change as far as what happened last season? What can the Dallas Cowboys do a little bit more to advance in the playoffs?
I think what we can do to advance a little bit more in the playoffs, run the ball more. I would say really buckle down on stopping the run. That's our Achilles heel, man. We gotta buckle down on stopping that run. We gotta buckle down on stopping the run, man. Teams are really good at running the ball against us. We gotta be able to slow that down, man. If we ain't able to slow that down, we ain't gonna do too good.
Now, what we've seen Sunday is just a sample size of what Pollard can do. Now, keeping that formula, to me, this is the recipe that I think, you know what I'm saying, how you guys are built.
Talk to me.
You got the slash and dash, two-headed monster. Then you got CeeDee Lamb on the outside. I mean, Dakota Prescott, he know what to do. He's not no fluke back there. He know what to do. But keep the little pressure off of him. Lean more towards the run than the pass. I think you guys could get past the first round.
You're right. I think we should lean more, like you said, more towards the run than the pass. Mixing a little play action that'll open up the field a little bit for Prescott more to be able to, you know, throw the ball a little bit down the field, attack the middle of the field, you know, all that good stuff, man. And we should be all right. But Dak is Dak.
Well, Dak is back.
He's back, but Dak is Dak.
You know, and that's
Dak is Dak.
And that's the thing. When they say Dak is back, that means he went somewhere. And no. Now, one of the qualities about having one of these Now, he's done a great job when he's in there, right? You know, no doubt he can throw for over 30 touchdowns. He can throw for over 4,000 yards. You already know that. But I guess, do you trust his durability? You know, I mean, he had a horrific ankle injury, came back from. This is one of those injuries that was kind of flukish, you know, as far as with the hand. But he's managed to come back in a timely fashion and looked great. You know, he was a little rusty in the first half against the Lions. That was expected. But he definitely had a bounce-back game against the Bears. And this is kind of what you want him to go into as far as with teams you can beat some tune-up games to head down the stretch.
Right.
Now, as far as with Dak Prescott, do you think durability will be an issue, or think you guys will be fine moving forward?
It's not necessarily a thing about durability when it comes to him, you know, because it's like you mentioned, us playing the Lions and the Bears, two cool tune-up games, but I'm looking past that. Like, these are teams that we should beat. These are teams that Dakota should do good against anyway. When we come up against a team that's considered a monster or some competition, I want to see what he do then.
Right.
That's where I'm at with it.
You think Giants are competition now since they 6-2? They started out the gates to me, better than what was anticipated. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it at that way. I thought they were going to be this good.
Me too.
Last season, when they first got Kenny Galladay,
right.
Sterling Shepard, Barkley, I'm like, okay, they got some offensive weapons to work with. Mm-hmm. But it looked like that didn't happen. Now they got less to work with as far as with wide receivers, but they're 6-2.
I think I'm looking past the Giants. I know we can take care of them. The monster that we got to deal with, Philly, man. And possibly y'all if we play y'all.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
That's them the teams that I'm worried about. Man, I know we'll be able to take care of the Giants, no problem.
I'm figuring out, at this point in time, they're looking like worst case scenario a wild card team.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
So with 9 games left, if they can stay, they should be able to stay somewhere above 500 at this point, unless they have just an ultimate collapse.
Right.
And yeah, you're right. They could make it to the playoffs. Dallas could see the 49ers in the playoffs. If we make it there, you know what I'm saying, a lot, that's one injured-prone team as far as with the 49ers. They just, first I thought it was a strength and conditioning.
Right.
We fired our strength and conditioning coaches on 2 occasions. Like, these niggas, somebody's got to be to blame for all these damn injuries. Somebody. Can't massage these niggas' ankles.
Right.
Can't put them on a decent diet or something. Like, what is causing so many injuries to the 49ers? First, they lost to the Super Bowl. They were talking about who banging, talking about, a revenge tour. Then they got decimated with about 22 injuries on starters. So that went down. Championship game. Now they come back this season, injury after injury after injury. From the quarterback, from the running back.
Even linked over to y'all defense, man.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So, as far as with being the 49ers and in the playoffs, I think for me, we got to stay healthy if we want to make the playoffs.
True.
We're 4-4 right now, so it's nothing is a given. We got to definitely stay healthy. But seeing y'all, I don't know. I don't know. That would be tough.
The only thing that I see that's wrong with my team, the boys, we gotta buckle down and stop the run. We can play the pass pretty good, but when it comes to teams running the ball on us, that's our Achilles heel, man. We're gonna have to do something about that. We have to. That's how Philly got us.
Yeah.
And that's what kept the Bears. That's what kept the Bears somewhat in the game as far as we go, with them being able to run the ball. We gotta stop the run. If we can't stop the run, we're gonna be in trouble.
And that's one of the things the 49ers, probably the number one thing the 49ers can do is run the damn ball.
Yeah, definitely. And y'all can stop the run too.
Yeah.
Y'all do good against the run too.
So playoff, that'll be a good matchup, as far as with Taylor to Tate, quarterback, I would give the edge to you guys. Mm-hmm. You got CMC, Elijah Mitchell, that's our running backs. Deebo Samuel is not a running back.
But that boy put in that work though, like a running back, man. I tip my hat to Deebo, man. I tip my hat to Deebo, man.
And what I just want to see is everybody, on the field, on both sides of the ball. A healthy roster, with the 49ers is all I want to see.
Right.
So I can see what the potential, get the Armsteads in there, right? Get the Kinlaws in there. Mostly he's going for the season, so it's a wrap on that. But, get the Greenlaws back in there and just see what kind of season we can really produce second half of the season. So we'll tighten up on our side as far as with the injuries. But this is all about the Dallas Cowboys right now. Michael Irvin said Michael Pollard can run you guys all the way to Arizona, which is the Super Bowl.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Tony. I love Pollard, but I don't think he'll be able to run us to a Super Bowl, man. I don't think he'll be able to run us to a Super Bowl. He remind me somewhat, not necessarily like that, but of a Warwick Dunn. He remind me of Warwick Dunn. we gonna need that 1-2 punch with him as far as Zeke goes. Zeke to be able to grind out them hard, gritty yards for us as far as like on third and shorts and stuff like that, and Tony do what he do. But I can't look at Tony as an every down back, him getting like 25 carries a game. I don't see that.
Is this Zeke Elliott's last season as a Dallas Cowboy?
Oh. To be honest with you, I don't want to see that. I think if they move Zeke to fullback, or like I said, if they decide to even use him how they use him as far as for short yardage situations, good. But he's a good blocker also. He's a good blocker. So it's kind of hard to gauge that. It's kind of hard to gauge that.
With retaining that nigga, what I'm saying, you got to take a pay cut. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be wilding out. At the bank if you're a fullback. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, that check gotta look a little slimmer. He's in phenomenal shape. He came in, looked like he was ready to go. The injury bug kind of bit him a little bit. Now it was all on Pollard, and he ran over the Chicago Bears.
The way I see it with Zeke goes, it's like from 2016, that Zeke is gone. He got that. I would say that paycheck, and it's like it's like he just fell off a cliff, man.
So when it was in Mexico,
we gonna talk about this. What about Mexico?
He held out. Mm-hmm. He was in Mexico. Mm-hmm. Training and doing whatever he was doing.
Right.
He was pushing security around. That's what he was doing down there in the halter tops.
Yeah, he was doing the most out there.
But he got his money, and he came back. The stigma is, once a player gets that big money contract, it's a rapper going back.
Oh yeah.
Is that what happened with Zeke?
I think that's exactly what happened with Zeke. Like, he had that hunger before to, I would say, get out there and get on the field and grind hard to earn that paycheck. And then once he got it, he was like, oh, I'm getting paid. I got my money. All that matters to me is me getting my money. I'm just gonna do the bare minimum. But we can't have the bare minimum. We can't have the bare minimum, Zeke. We can't have that, bro.
If you guys trying
we need 100%, man.
If you guys trying to get your 6th Super Bowl ring,
yeah, we gonna need that 100%.
You gotta do more than the bare minimum.
Yes, sir.
So he's in there. Boom, he's the guy. Pollard's the backup. So Pollard shouldn't even be like but what he's been coming on the last 2-3 seasons.
Yeah.
You just can't deny right now that Pollard is a better running back than Zeke.
You're right.
Even though Zeke, he may be the better athlete. Have you hurdled anybody in a while?
I ain't seen Zeke hurdle nobody since 6 years ago. I ain't seen Zeke hurdle nobody since Zeke was hurdling people still upright. So, they wasn't lunging at him. They was upright as Zeke, clearing them.
He was doing the damn thing.
I ain't seen this since, man.
So if you guys want to compete for that, he had to do more than the bare minimum. You said tighten up on defense.
The running game, yes, sir.
I don't think there's really a bad knock on Dak Prescott. I don't personally. I don't have a problem with this game. Mm-hmm. He's a solid quarterback. A couple of years ago, I had Dak Prescott in my top 10 and Lamar Jackson out.
Oh.
That's just why I had it.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why
I'm a Cowboys fan.
That's why I had it.
I didn't even have him in my top 10. He's not consistent enough for me.
Coming off that 13-3, even though 13-3, that was a big accomplishment.
Right.
Going to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking right there, he's not your. Okay, he's black, so he's a mobile quarterback. He's gonna be running.
Right.
He's a passer. He's similar to me. He's similar to like a Donovan McNabb.
Okay. But since that season.